Okay, so on to the main now, and you've got a really nice treat for the main. Paul's made a Moroccan lamb lasagna. So this is pulled lamb shoulder from the Isle of Wight Meat Company. He's made the pasta himself for this lasagna, and it's topped with feta cheese and pine nuts, and he's even chopped up a little bit of mint to scatter all over the top of the lasagna there. And trust me, it is fantastic. I really hope you like it. So there's again a lot of flavours going on here within this dish. A lot of richness and sweetness from the lamb. The pulled shoulder really intensifies that sweet lamb flavour. But you've also got all these sort of earthy characteristics of the Moroccan spices in there. You've also got the saltiness of the feta, and then you've got the mint from the lovely minty sort of aroma and flavour that comes from all that lovely chopped mint you scatter on top. So you're going to have to pick out a wine here that's got enough oomph and body that pairs up to all those sort of flavours going on in there. And what I've picked for you is a real stunner. It's a red wine from Veneto in Italy, and it's called Baccolo. It's made from a producer called Cielo, and they're quite a large producer within Italy. But this Baccolo Rosso Veneto is a blend of mainly two different varieties. One we all know and love called Merlot, and the other one is called Corvina, which normally goes into making a wine called Valpolicella, if you've heard of that. It's quite a famous Italian red. So also within the Veneto region and the Valpolicella DOC, they produce a wine called Amarone della Valpolicella. And this is made from partially dried grapes. And so what they do is dry the grapes out until they're almost raisins, and then they squeeze as much juice as they can out of those grapes and then blend it in with the main Valpolicella juice. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because it's quite an expensive method of production, and as such, Amarone wines usually command a very high price. But what Cielo have done with this Baccolo, the Rosso Veneto, is take that method of production and produce a much more affordable wine from it. And so what you've got here is an Amarone style wine for about a quarter of the price. And it really is a stunner. The plumminess of the Merlot really shines through, but you have that concentrated raisin type flavour in there that comes from the shriveled grapes that they also use for this. And it's got a little bit of oak aging as well, so you've got that lovely sort of extra layer of depth and complexity. And so what this does is really pair up to that lasagna very well. So let's have a look at that. I mean, look at that colour. It's a lovely, deep, rich colour. A lovely sort of rim there, a little ochre rim. And oh, you can smell that oak aging there. It's got a lovely hint of balsamic in there as well. Oh, I could just smell this forever. So let's have a little taste. That's super smooth, and the richness that you get from the dried grapes that they use to make this wine is just fantastic. It even lends a sweetness of fruit, but when it's backed up by that oak aging as well, it all melds together into one symphony of loveliness. And when you try this alongside the lamb lasagna, you'll notice the sweetness of the lamb pairing up beautifully with the sweetness of the fruit in the wine. And it really is a match made in heaven, and I hope you enjoy it. So until next week, we'll see you again. Cheers.